There is no price-driven marketplace that exists, period. Because the reality, it's not how the marketplace works. See, but look what happens. The only time price becomes relevant in the customer's buying decision is when it's the number 2 determinant. And the only time price is relevant as the number 2 determinant is when the number 1 determinant is neutralized first. What's the number 1 determinant of every buying decision you and your family have ever made in your personal life? Forget business for a moment. Let's just talk about personal. And the answer is, do I see a difference in value? So you go into the Best Buy or the place to buy a DVD player, and you walk up and there's 15 DVD players on the wall, and you ask the salesperson, what's the difference? And they go, well, price and brand, that's pretty much it. Of course, you're going to buy based on the cheapest unit that's there. But see, if the more of a differential in value I can prove to you, it's very simple. The more of a differential in price you're going to pay. So if I talk to you and say, well, it depends what kind of TV you're going to hang it on. So let me talk about the TV you have at home, because if it's a little simple, small TV for your kitchen, for the kids, any of these DVD players will do. Buy the $99 special, you get a VCR with it as well. But if you have a flat screen, high definition home entertainment center in the middle of your living room because you have no social life. Well, hell, that's why you put it in the first place, wasn't it? Okay, because you have no life. What happens if we put the $99 special DVD player on your TV? What happens to the image? It degrades profoundly. So look at the difference. Do we sell you a DVD player based on commodities because they're all about the same thing, about the same prices, or we come in and show you there actually are differences? We educate you as a buyer to understand, because the more of a differential in value you see, the more of a differential in price you'll pay. Here's the real simple question. What's the job of a salesperson? Now, how many of you feel the job of a salesperson is to protect my customer from the incompetency of the rest of my organization? My concern is some of you are writing that one down. Let me repeat it again. The job of a salesperson is to protect my customer from the incompetency of the rest of my organization. But there are other definitions. And the reality is the job of a salesperson is to communicate such a value differential that the customer buys from you even when you have a higher price. You're the value differential communicator. So if you come back to the office and say, well, we lost the Johnson account because our price is too high, what's that mean? It means you didn't do your job. Now, I do need to identify management tends to like this part of the program better than sales. But what I found is that anytime you have an outside sales force in place, your job is value differential, so it can't be a commodity. I'm working in the construction industry. People sell lumber for new home construction. That's not a commodity business. The product they sell is a commodity, but what they sell is not a commodity. The product itself, of course, is a commodity. How do you differentiate wood that's listed by grade? Understand, I've done this stuff for companies that sell gravel. You think your job sucks. They sell it and it gets buried. Here's their demo. Yeah, this is our stuff. Somewhere. How do you differentiate gravel? But it's not the product, it's what you do with it, the reliability that you provide it, the effectiveness of your fleet, the availability, the ease of use, the backup, all this other stuff. Because just because something's a commodity, whether it's grain or coal or wood or wheat or any of those products, it's not a commodity when you touch it as an outside salesperson, because your job is that differentiation and communication.